Oh, hey, thank y'all for coming back to my channel. You like my afro? Today is a no bars hair day, and hey, it is what it is. I'm retired. I don't have nowhere to go, and I ain't got no money. So I'm here with y'all, trying to entertain y'all and make sure that you stay up to date with all of the latest and the greatest and whatever I'm doing. So glad y'all came back. God can bring good out of evil. Envy and jealousy can lead to evil today as well. Genesis 37:26 through 28. Envy can lead to so much evil. In this story of Joseph and his brothers, we see where jealousy can lead. Only one of Joseph's brothers is bothered by plans to kill him, but wasn't there when they decided to sell him into slavery. And think of Israel when he received Joseph's coat, returned to him bloodied as though he had been devoured by wild beasts. Envy and jealousy can lead to evil today as well. Families can be torn apart because someone feels slighted. In the story of Joseph, God does not let it end with him as a slave. Because of the actions of his brothers in selling him and being taken into Egypt, when famine hit the area where Israel lived with its other children, they were able to come into Egypt and prosper. When bad things happen, God can bring light into the situation if we are open to him. But God can bring good out of bad situations in so many different ways. In times of crisis, people band together to help one another, bringing strangers together who might never have met. People find wells of strength they never knew they had. We learn two lessons from this story of Joseph. Let us keep envy out of our hearts and know that God is with us to bring good into any situation. Lord, may my heart always be with you, thanking you for the gifts I have and not be envious of those who appear to have more, trusting that you are with me no matter what. Amen. All right, so we're going to talk about fear. We're going to talk about fear of the unknown, fear that led into like a ripple effect for me. Retirement was something that I already knew that I was going to do, but I did not know that it was going to come how it came. So that was scary. Did not know what I needed to do. So I started researching. They gave you all of the information that you needed at the times that you needed. They sent everything to you via email. I got boxes and boxes of stuff about insurance, benefits. And so they do help you with everything that you need to do, all of the process. So that there was a relief after going through everything that I had gone through with disability. That process will make you be disabled. I mean, just saying, if you ain't disabled, if you're not disabled, but if you're not stressed out before you go on stress leave, you will be dealing with the stress, dealing with the department that you got to deal with. Those people, they take you through the ringer and back, and then through the ringer again and back. So we'll talk about them. One day they're gonna have a whole segment, maybe some segments. Okay, but anyway, retirement was, or what some consider a limb. Some would call it stepping out on faith, and I call it letting the Lord lead me. And I'm stepping out on faith. So what I have been doing was trying to decide, what do I want to do? Is there something else that I feel like I'm good at, or I feel like it's a talent that I would like to pursue, or is there something that I want to do? I felt like the Lord had gave me a second chance to decide, do you want to go back out in corporate world? Do you really want to, do you want to go back to your job? Because let me tell you, the pay was great. That was wonderful. I mean, that's the best. Yes. Y'all got the pay. But y'all treat y'all's employees like, you can't do that. And you can't do that and keep somebody that's good. Okay, I'm just saying, don't treat your employees like crap. and expect for them to come smiling every day, because that don't happen. So if you treat your employees the way you want to be treated and not bird dog them or hound them or, fist to the grind or whatever, you'll probably get more out of your people than what you get. Sometimes that it is not fair. You do not treat everybody the same. And it's not always due to color. It's due to, this is my friend over here, or this is my pal, and he's going to get, or she's going to get the next best thing if I can't get it. Okay? I'm just saying. That's not cool. But, hey. I guess it works, but it don't work for, it just works for you. So stop doing that. But anyway, let's not digress. Once I did decide that, was I going to be able to make it off of what my pension is? And if I don't get a job anytime soon, are you going to be able to make it? Those are some hard, long conversations you have to have with you, because you're gonna be the one that has to make this work. So when we talk about retirement, there's a lot of aspects that go into your retirement. You have to think about your insurance. I just paid the monthly payment, although it's pretty steep for a retiree. But for right now, I have compared some insurances and I'm getting the best rate that I can get. So that's another thing that you need to do always, 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 whatever insurance you have, because there's so many different insurances. But it's scary to jump off into a new insurance that nobody's ever heard of, because of the fact that you want to make sure that when something happens that it's covered and you're covered, and that it's not one of those, red tape things where, oh man, I got to pay $1 million to get seen by whoever or a specialist, or even for car insurance. So I've been looking and reviewing and making sure that we're getting the best rates for what we pay for, or for the services that we get. And so far, I'm good with what we have. The next thing that you have to remember is that if you have a pension, you'll need to decide what to do with that pension, whether or not you want to keep it with whomever you have that's handling it right now, over to another provider or bank or establishment or financial institution. You'll need to decide that. And if you do, then there's some steps that they need to take you through. But they told me everything. They sent me everything that I needed. So if we need to go into details as far as what you should receive, I'll dig out some of that information, but I wasn't prepared for that. But I will if you need it. But hey, I ain't taking it out until you need it. Say so and I'll do it. But anyway, so if, this is something that you're looking into, think about it. Make sure that this is the best fit for you as far as what you're going to be doing. Well, I planned on not having to work at all. So I don't know how that's going to work out. Because whatever the Lord says is what I shall be doing. But for right now, we came up with agreement that if I could do this and be okay with it, and you could come back and subscribe to it and like it and share it with all your folk, and I might not have to work. But it's dependent upon you. Please. Anyway, that's enough begging. We don't know what tomorrow's going to hold. We don't know. So I pray a lot. During that time, I was praying and crying and snotting and whatever else, because I just, I couldn't figure it out. And that's the thing. I was trying to figure it out. And then I started saying, Lord, what am I supposed to be doing right now? What am I supposed to be doing right now? And I think the Lord's been preparing me for this kind of thing for a long time. Back in the day, and this was back in the 80s, and I was going to cosmetology school. And some days I didn't go to school. Some days I was at home and just messing around. I'd be cooking and cleaning and whatever else. And I'd pull out the camcorder. This big camcorder. I got it in there. Big one. And I'd be recording myself. So I was YouTubing before YouTube came in. Now, y'all can say y'all was doing it too. I don't know that. I know what I was doing. So y'all have to take my word for it that I was the first YouTuber ever in life. So, back in the 80s, that wasn't even heard of. But that's what I was doing. So, I just figure, the Lord's been preparing me for this job. And as long as I can do this job, I will continue to do my best and give you all of the information that you desire. Last and foremost is the war in and on Ukraine. Just, y'all pray for them. Lord, this is, I guess, month 2 of this ungodly war. I don't even know why it's happening, but it is, and these things are not for us to know, and but we just have to pray for them that are being ran out of their homes, tossed aside, killed in some. I mean, I hope that this is somewhat fake news, but I don't think this is. But just pray for them. But I know that has a lot to do with the economy. This war does, and that also kind of trickles down into your retirement and that you have for it to be safe. Right now, I don't know. I can't tell you what to do with your money. Give it to me. That's what you can do. I mean, I'm just saying. You got money. Bring it to me. Just bring it to me. But anyway, yeah, and I'm being serious. But back to it. Okay, so, but like I said, everything has a trickle-down effect. So we have to just be aware. Don't be worried, but just be concerned about some of the things that you may have to encounter when you retire. Some other things that I'll have to deal with in the near future, in the real near future, is going to be Medicare, Social Security. It's going to be time for me to file for those things. And I want you guys to be right there with me while I do all of that stuff. Because it's going to be a journey. And hey, I'm here for it. So, please be mindful of the things that are going on out here in this world, because it ain't all right. But, we got to make it out here. We got to live. We got to go out. We got to get outside. We can't be afraid of everything. I admit, during COVID, I was afraid of going outside of my house. I was afraid of people coming inside of my house. I was afraid of people coming near my house. Don't come over here. But anyway, I have come a long way. I have come a long way from whence I was afraid of COVID. I was very afraid of COVID and still is. I'm still afraid of it. But the Lord has given me the tools to work through whatever it is that I'm afraid of. So I have to pray every day. I have to pray when I go out. I still wear my mask, do everything that I need to do to make sure that I'm going to be okay when I get home. And then in times that I don't feel safe, I stay myself at home for 3 days. Whatever the quarantine period is, I'm still doing it because the virus hasn't gone. We're taking it like it's the past. I want it to be the past, but I just want it to go away for good. And I think what we're doing right now is moving a bit fast. However, if you see me and I still got my mask on, 6 feet. 6 feet. Wear your mask. Just wear your mask. I mean, I still do, but people look at me crazy. But if you wear your mask, I can tell you this. When you don't want to be bothered with people, which is when I go out. Because I go out, when I go shopping, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. unless I'm on the phone, unless I see, hey girl, how you doing? You looking good. Go on, wear that stuff. Oh yes. But you go your way, and I'm going. So, if you see me in the store, make sure you got your mask on. Come talk to me, but from a distance. I'm still, I don't know. I'll get past that, but I've come a long way from where I was. Just know that. Not knowing what tomorrow is going to bring. Unfortunately, even if they told us what tomorrow is going to bring, that don't mean that it's going to bring it. Even the forecast, when they forecast the weather, they're just predicting what's going to happen. They got all kinds of Doppler radars and this, that, and doodle-wops and whatever else. They got it all, but they get it wrong too. YouTube was nothing that I decided to do haphazardly. It's been something that I've been thinking about for a bit. But since this opportunity arose where I ended up without a job, then this was just something, an alternative. But I love doing it. And so if I love doing it, why not do it? That's for you too. If you love doing something, whatever that something is, find the something, figure it out, how you can do it, and how maybe you can make a couple of dollars at doing it. Unless you dancing on a pole or something. Don't do that. I like dancing, but not that kind of dancing. Now, the retirement game is sold up. I got it going on. I hope y'all come along with my retirement journey. I want y'all to join in. Let's see how easy or how hard or how difficult this journey is going to be. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining me again. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. And amongst my other ones, there will be more coming every Tuesday, every Sunday. I will be putting out something to say hey to y'all. And I hope you come and join me. Love y'all. Deuces. Be blessed and be a blessing. Bye.